Long ago, in the time of myth and wonder, the world was full of gods, and music still held power. There was a man named Orpheus. His songs could calm the wind, still the river, and bring tears to stone. But the story that made him legend was not about the music he played. It was about the love he lost, and how he dared to follow that love into the land of the dead. This is the story of Orpheus and Eurydice, a love song whispered into the silence of death, and answered by fate. Orpheus was born in Thrace, a land of wild forests and mountains, where poets were born with stars in their throats. Some say he was the son of the muse Calliope, others of Apollo himself. Either way, music flowed through him like breath, and when he played his lyre, the world listened. Not metaphorically, literally. His song could calm storms, tame beasts, make stones weep. Even the trees leaned closer when Orpheus sang. He wasn't a warrior. He had no sword, no shield. But when Jason sailed on the Argo in search of the Golden Fleece, he brought Orpheus, not to fight, but to save them from the siren's deadly song. And it worked. His music overpowered even the seduction of death. But it wasn't fame or adventure that gave Orpheus his most enduring legend. It was love, and what that love dared to do. Her name was Eurydice, a dryad, a nymph of the woods. Some stories say she was quiet and shy, others say she was wild and full of laughter, but all agree she was the light in Orpheus's life. Their love was sudden, complete, the kind of love that silences the world, and so they married. But even on their wedding day, the gods sent a sign. The flame on the marriage torch refused to catch. It smoked and sputtered, a bad omen, ignored. And soon, death came. Walking through the grass, Eurydice stepped on a snake. A single bite, a heartbeat, and she was gone. Or, in some versions, she was being pursued by Aristaeus, a man enchanted by her beauty. Running from him, she didn't see the serpent. Either way, the result was the same. Orpheus had found the love of his life and lost her before the echo of their vows had faded. The Greeks believed that when you died, your soul traveled to the Underworld, a shadowy realm ruled by the god Hades, not a place of fire and torment, but of silence, a shadowy realm where all souls, noble or wicked, drifted after death. To reach it, the soul crossed the river Styx, ferried by the old boatman, Charon, guarded by the three-headed dog Cerberus, ruled by Hades and his queen Persephone. It was a place of stillness, of memory without meaning, of finality. But Orpheus wasn't ready for final, so he took his lyre and went down. No living mortal was meant to walk those roads, but Orpheus did, through cracks in the earth, through caverns that led downward, into mist and ash and quiet. He sang as he went, and the walls of Hades listened. Charon let him pass. Cerberus lay down and dreamed, and when Orpheus reached the throne of the dead, he stood before the king and queen of shadows, and he played. Orpheus sang of love lost, of joy turned to ash, of a bride taken too soon. He didn't challenge the gods. He didn't beg for power. He only asked for mercy, just once, and the underworld listened. Tantalus forgot his thirst. Sisyphus let go of his stone. Even the Furies wept. Persephone leaned forward, and Hades, stern, unyielding, was moved. They gave him a gift no mortal had earned. Eurydice would return, but only under one condition. She must follow, and Orpheus must not look back, not until both of them stood beneath the sun. And so they climbed. Orpheus led, Eurydice followed. No sound, no footsteps, just the echo of his own heartbeat and the memory of her hand in his. He could not see her, could not know, only trust. But trust is fragile, and doubt is loud. As they neared the exit, Orpheus felt fear wrap around his ribs. What if it was all a trick? What if she wasn't there? What if the silence meant he had already lost her again? The sunlight was near, so close he could feel its warmth on his face. And then he turned. In that one glance, he saw her, pale, beautiful, reaching for him, and then gone, dragged back into darkness, not by anger, not by punishment, but by the rule he had broken. Farewell, she whispered, and disappeared. Orpheus had lost her, again, but this time by his own hand. He returned to the world of the living, but it no longer felt alive. He tried to go back, begged Charon to take him, but the dead cannot be summoned twice. So Orpheus wandered, through forests, through silence. His lyre sang only of sorrow now, of a love lost beneath the earth. He refused all comfort, all company, all joy. Eventually he died, torn apart, some say, by those who did not understand him. Others say it was madness or fate. But in death he found her again. The Greeks believed that some souls found peace, a place called the Elysian fields, where the virtuous rest beneath eternal sunlight. And there, Orpheus found Eurydice. Why did he look? He was so close. Some say it was fear, others say it was love, needing just one glimpse to believe she was really there. What do you think? Was it weakness or something deeper? Let us know in the comments. Maybe he couldn't bear the thought of reaching the light, only to find she had never been behind him at all. Maybe we'd have done the same. In Greek myth, that glance means more than breaking a rule. It's about trust, about the cost of doubt, and about the unbearable beauty of being human. Orpheus became a symbol for art, for grief, for the way music speaks when words fail. His story has been told in 1,000 forms, in ancient poems, in paintings, in operas. Because Orpheus reminds us that art cannot always save what we love, but it can remember it. It can carry it forward. It can make it echo. They say Orpheus's lyre was placed among the stars, so that every time we look up, we remember. Not all stories end in joy. Some end in silence. But even in that silence, there is music, and sometimes that's enough. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please leave a like and share your thoughts in the comments. For more stories like this, consider subscribing to the channel. See you in the next one, here at Echoes of Myths.